Where we left off at was, I don't know, I was going to do a little bit of Tanaris. Something. What did I want to do? I think I was just going to do some... Oh, missing diplomat. That's what I was going to do. I was going to check out missing diplomat and then maybe just do some, gadgets and rep farming. Because I want the honor discount since my hearth is here. Does it still say level 44? Yeah. That's all labeled correctly.
Hello.
Let's fly to Theramore.
See you soon.
Then we'll go find out what the heck happened. Just gonna eat this cake while I fly. Yeah, it's gonna be maybe a little like low key today. Yeah, one more day of work on the work week. I hope I can do some bigger, longer streamer stuff on the weekdays. I don't like marshmallow on cake. I've learned. Everyone else seemed to really enjoy it on here, which is great. But I'm not into it. It's not bad, it's just boring and the flavor clash a little. There we go. Okay, so it says... The first tower outside Theramore. Okay, so this is the first one.
Careful. Go with honor.
Okay. Ooh, he gave me a buff? Oh wow. Stamina and armor. Okay. So it just says west of here. And then he also has the Moradon quest. But F that. It just says west of here, but there's not really a way to go west. This road is like much more peaceful than I remember it being. To the west of here. He at this one, or is he at the little camp? I think he's the little camp. Yeah, I think it's the little camp. Yeah. The little camp. We'll wait till the time ticks a little bit here. Get wrecked, noob. You tried to do crime.
What brings welcome to Theramore? Have you come to help the Alliance?
What can I do for you? Light bless you. For the Alliance, go with honor, friend.
I'm trying to think.
honored with Darnassus for that. Okay.
King's honor, friend.
That was
Light
it.
bless you.
Oh yeah, man, ring! Woo! It's better than my other ring. Oh, it's so dumb. 4 stam. This is just 6 stam. This has 7 stam. Wow. What universe are we in? I guess I'm gonna put that one over the 4. Yeah.
Need help? Be careful.
That's it. Okay. We did it. We're gonna go back to Theramore. We're gonna go back to Tanaris. And then, yeah, I think I'm just gonna blast pirates for a little while. To get Wastewander water pouches for Gadgets in rep. Because I would like to get to Honored with them. If you get that when you... No, you get that when you turn in that quest or pick up that quest? Yeah, it's when you turn in the quest. Yeah, I'm at like 60... I'm at 60 gold. Each of my banks has 20. I can tailor off some stuff.
Great to meet you. Be good.
Alright, I'm gonna put this plate in the kitchen. Oh, there's now the other. Now the other male shows up. Right.
Time is money, friend. For real.
We'll do a little trade skill stuff while we're here.
Talk to me. Glad I could help.
Yeah. Tailoring supply. Okay, while those are crafting, let me see what's going to be like a good thing to make. Brown robe takes 3 and 1. Yeah. Red vest is 3 and 1. Blue is 3 and 1. That's a level 9 item. So it looks like the linen vests are going to be the blue or red, I'm not sure. But it looks like that's what we're working with. This 1 course, 1 die. Oh, 3 course. Well, okay. 1 course, 1 die. Oh, so I need 9. Okay, 8.
Hurry back.
Okay. Did that. Leveling from 55. Yeah, it can be rough unless, you know, you get some people that want to do dungeons and have their crap together. I got my warrior to 19 today. I could have gone for 20, but I decided to play Gandair instead. I only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to 20 on the warrior. I got really lucky and got a searing blade. Many streams ago. So I'm using that. It's nice. Okay, what can I... Oh, okay. So we're gonna do... Okay, and then go to this. And I switch back to stamina at the end. The upside to having a bunch of low-level characters is I get a lot of cloth to use for enchanting. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna be lounging, doing probably Waste Wonder water pouches today. Maybe I'll find something cool while I'm out there. Yeah, I just need to get to 48. That's going to be my goal for next week. Is if I can, I want to be 48 by when I work next, which is Thursday. Or no, I need to do it by Wednesday, because I have stuff going on Wednesday also. Yeah, mostly I want to have it done by, yeah, when I want to be 48 by Wednesday if I can, which should be doable. And I don't know what I'm gonna do on Thursday. I always stream on Thanksgiving every year, like US holiday Thanksgiving. And I've always done that, and I don't think I want to play WoW for it. I'll have to come up with a different game. I mean, I have a lot of, like, options of things I can play. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving. In the past, I've done, played Turok Dinosaur Hunter, Turok 2 Seeds of Evil, played through Dead Space, Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3. I don't know what I want to play this year, though. Turok 3 isn't on Steam, and I don't have a cartridge copy to play either. Because if I did, I'd just put the N64 on the computer, and that would be fine. I need something short to play. They need something short is the thing. Like, something that can be done in, like, 1 or 2 days, start to finish. Like, 3 at the most. Where's my games list? Hold on. A short story game? Maybe? Hold on. Let me look at my actual stream page. Wait a second. Look at my stream page. Console games, computer games. Let's look at my computer games list. In my description, there's links to, like, my hardware and my games list and some things like that. I keep that updated because that's how I find things when I'm not at home. Like, if I'm not at home and I'm like, what computer do I have? Do I own that game? Then I just open up my my Twitch page that has all my links to it. It's been, like, the stupidest thing I've done, and it's very convenient. How do I feel about point-and-click games? I'm not that into them. Because sometimes you get them where they're, like, the pixel hunt, and I hate those. Anything that's, like, Magic Pixel or Moon Logic, I'm like, I don't vibe with that old-school style stuff. It's funny once, and then I don't like it. Yeah, oh, hey, if you guys have game suggestions, please feel free to link whatever you like. Pillars of the Earth. Okay. I'll go look that up later when I'm not streaming. Serious Sam... Okay. I love the Serious Sam games. I can't remember if I actually streamed Serious Sam 1 or not. I think I did. Like, the first encounter. Second encounter is harder than first encounter, but not by a lot. If you liked Serious Sam first encounter, you should play Serious Sam second encounter. And either the classic version or the HD version, both are great. I think those games are fantastic. Serious Sam 2 is okay. I still haven't finished that one. The reason I think Serious Sam's second encounter is harder than the first encounter is because I think second encounter, the game treats you as if you have played first encounter. And if you have played, if you played second encounter as your first game, it'd be way harder. Because I think it really just expects you to have played first encounter. So it's like you start off as if you were halfway through first encounters, like game difficulty. It's like, you know everything, here's the enemies, let's go. That's how I feel about second encounter. Like, I felt like I just jumped in, and the game was like full power from the start. Whereas in first encounter, there was kind of more of a progression. And other than that, I think like they're pretty much the same game, which is fantastic. Because I liked the first one. And then I was like, okay, yeah, and then the second one's also great. I still haven't played BFE yet. 3? I haven't played 3 yet. So that's something I might do. Let me scroll down on my list here. What else do I have? What do I have? Did Dead Space already. And since like I don't want to do anything that's like difficult. Cause like I'm looking at Armored Core 6. And I might like to do that sometime, but that's a lot of brain. That's a fun game, but it's also a very complex game. Ooh. There's a road right there. Control? But, like, Control without the DLCs? I mean, I have Ultimate Edition, but just main story Control would be fun. Carrion could be cool. What else do I have? Come on. That's my mana. Get a better wand. I need to make myself play the Deus Ex games. Like, I will finish the Deus Ex games. I already did Dusk. Mark of the Ninja, I'm like overdue to play that. Let's continue killing the shadow guys here. Yeah, Serious Sam 3 seems like it'd be a really good option. Spec Ops Lime, I did that years ago. Superliminal is a puzzle game. I don't know if I'm like want to do puzzles on a holiday when I don't want a brain. Not sure how I feel about that one. As long as the gameplay's lit. I'm one of those people that, like, I will put up with some pretty atrocious graphics. If the frame rate can stay steady, even if it's low frame rate, if the frame rate stays steady, I'll play pretty much anything. They Bleed Pixels is a miserable game. It's a great concept, but holy shit. I really wanted to like that game, but that one I'd give like an anti-recommendation to, unfortunately. Already did Turok and Turok 2. I did Wolf Among Us already. I had this realization just now that I've done a bunch of these games already because I've been doing this for 10 years. I'm like, wait, how many Thanksgivings have there been that I've gotten through this many games for Thanksgiving? And I'm like, holy shit. I've been on Twitch since 2010. It wasn't even Twitch then, it was Justin TV. Yeah, I started doing things on Twitch in September 2010. And then I started doing it regularly in 2011. And then I've taken, you know, lots of breaks here and changed my schedule around and whatnot, but... Oh shit, a friend of mine got me This War of Mine to play. I might have to do that one. Not that I don't want to do it, but like, I might have to just like, do that one sooner. Cause that, he got me that for Christmas last year, and it's like, now it's 11 months since he got me the game. Maybe I have to play that over, what would that be? Over that week, right? That work week. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Unless, Pillars of the Earth looks amazing. I'll have to look that one up. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll look up Pillars of the Earth after stream. And then I'll decide between that and this War of Mine. Yeah, there are holidays I won't be here for, though. I'm not going to be here on Christmas. And I'm not going to be here on, Winter Solstice, either. But I'm 100% going to be on here for Thanksgiving. I really like doing the Thanksgiving thing every year. I'm a little sad about missing Christmas. I really like streaming on holidays, because there's a lot of people that don't do things for holidays, and they're fucking bored. Because no one's doing anything on the holiday. I've never been as consistent as I want to, but I've always tried to put something, like, out content-wise around big holidays like New Year's, Christmas, US Thanksgiving, so that people actually have something to do. Because I don't do a lot of things with my family. We're not in touch. So me and the girlfriend do Christmas, and that's like the only family type holiday I do. I mean, we cook for Thanksgiving, but we don't have, like, a big, like, family meetup thing, right? Because her family doesn't really do that either. Whoop. And then I usually don't go out and do anything for New Year's Eve because my friends don't do anything for New Year's Eve, and it's boring to go by myself. I would love to go and do stuff for New Year's Eve, parties or anything, but all of my friends are gamers who don't go outside, or they're really lazy and don't want to go out. And, like, I'd love to go do anything on New Year's ever, but it just doesn't work out that way. No one else wants to go. It's, like, boring, and it shouldn't be boring. I think I've gone out for New Year's, like, twice. And then there was one time when it was a normal day that we hang out that happened to also be New Year's Eve. So we were just doing things normally. I don't count that one. Like, we were at a bar for New Year's Eve one year because we went out to the bar every Monday night. And, you know, that happened to be Monday night that particular year. So we were just already out. All my friends now are like, oh yeah, but I got the kids. I'm like, yeah, so what? The kids are gonna be awake. Who cares? Bring the kids. It's fine. I don't mind. It's it's not like a degenerate party. New Year's. It's for all ages. Kids can be there. It's not like gonna be like weird. How many are right here? One? Just one? Okay, I think I gotta go back to the other spot where the level 42s are. And focus on getting those casters killed. Because that'll help other people do quests later on. I don't think so. There was a mob next to it. An unattended chest is suspicious. One with a stealth mob next to it. Not so much. Oh wait, no, they do need shadow mages for a quest, don't they? Okay, so I need to go this direction. Right? But look at how far away the Void Walker is compared to the caster. Ooh, iron. Okay, yeah, we'll just do the thieves and stuff. We'll do these ones. I can group these ones up too if I want. Rather than have to deal with all the others. Or wait, but the bandits are ranged, aren't they? No, they're not. Alright. Yeah, this is a safe area then. Comparatively. You resisted? Excuse you? You little shit. Listen here. I would wand it, but my wand is so bad. Oh shit, that's right. I have Prey on Epic too. People say, like, nothing but good things about Prey. Okay. Alright, what can I do here? Can I get this one and that one?
That smell.
I'm not sure. That's right, there are two of them, and I've completely forgotten about that fact. Right. I waited, You're going to say something clever there, Mage? You just stood there and looked at me. You expecting I would die or something? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the current one. As, people were like... People went and found me and were like, yo, Prey is free on Epic, you need to go get it. I'm like, alright. I didn't know, thanks for telling me. And then I went and got it, because, you know, that'd been a game I'd wanted to have a look at anyway. And free's a great price. Really just 3 over here? It? Whatever. Yeah, pirates would be more XP, but these drop the wastewater pouches. Which is what I want. What else do I have? Okay, so let's see. That's Epic. I went through Steam. What do I have on not Steam? Or what do I have on, like, not on a platform, right? Oh, wait. What do I have on Uplay? Not really anything. Just Assassin's Creed. What do I have on Origin? Oh, that was Dead Space. Already did Dead Space. Okay. Now, nothing that jumps out at me there. What do I have console games that I could play? Nothing from the NES. I don't want to mess with my NES. Nothing on the Super Nintendo either. What do I have on N64? Oh, there's someone else doing the quest. That's why there's not mobs spawned. Okay.
I need to get closer.
Oh, that's Caliph. On your free XP. It's like a quest NPC, but and 2 stealthed rogues. Hey, at least it's only 2 stealth rogues and not 4 big guys. So there's an issue that I have with my PlayStation. My PlayStation laser was running out. The lasers burn out on disc readers after a while. It's a hardware problem that they have. There's a lifespan to them. And I had a friend of mine who knows how to do like hardware stuff. And I was complaining about it. He's like, would you like me to swap out the laser? And I'm like, yeah, that'd be great, sure. And since the laser swap, whenever I try to, PlayStation, no, just the regular one. I have PlayStations 1 through 4. And, yeah, the laser went out on my PlayStation 1. After getting the laser issue fixed, whenever I connect it to the computer to do things with it, for some reason it doesn't capture the audio anymore. The audio plays just fine on my TV though. But when I get it connected to the splitters to send the signal to my capture card on my computer, the audio doesn't capture on the PC. And I don't know why. And it bothers me a lot because I speedrun video games. And now, like, I have a PlayStation that I can't record. Have I played Resistance? No, I have not. I have not played that one. And my Xbox is either like the laser or the disc thing is starting to wear out on it, so I can't really reliably do that one either. My GameCube's fine, my PS2 is fine, my N64 is fine, the Super Nintendo's fine. I've never tried recording the Nintendo. So I don't know if that one is good or not. My 360 is good. It's all these weird streaming issues.
It's too far away.
Oh, surprise, a 5th one. I'm into that. There's a lot of games I want to play on PlayStation. Like, I want to find a copy of Wild 9, like a physical copy of it sometime. Because, I mean, I have a bunch of stuff on emulator, but I like to play on original hardware when I can, just for, like, the swag, you know? Emulation has gotten a lot better over the years, which is nice, but it's, I have the consoles! Might as well actually use them. Because it's a fun thing to talk about when you're on original hardware. Alright, what else do I have? Shinobi on PS2. That'd be a good one of these times. I still need to finish the Mega Man X collection, but that's on Steam now, so I don't even need to use my PlayStation for that. I have the Mega Man X games, 1 through 8 on, like, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, PlayStation 2. And it took me forever to get all of them. And then Steam, they decided to put collections of them on Steam. I went through all that trouble to be able to play the series, to get all the physical copies, and then eventually they digitized it. Which is kind of annoying, honestly, because now I'm like, well, do I bother going and buying these other games, or are they just gonna throw them on digital 2 years from now? And there's really no way to know. If I leash this minion, it should despawn. Because the caster died. Yeah, it should go back and despawn now. It's gonna go back, the caster's not gonna be there, and just vanish? Yeah. I remembered how that worked correctly. What do I have on the 360? I have so much good stuff on 360, but the issue with the 360 is a lot of stuff I have on 360 is also available digital now. Oh, Vanquish would be a great one for one of these years. That is such a good game. Vanquish is great. Armored Core 4 Answer is great. Bayonetta is great. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is great. I do Gears of War 1 one of these years, too. I'd actually finish playing that series. I wasn't really impressed with Darksiders, though. I got told lots of good things about Darksiders, and I got, like, a quarter of the way through 1 and just wasn't really vibing with it. And then that's kind of it. So yeah, I think that's the plan. Look up Pillars of the Earth, compare that to This War of Mine, and then decide which one of those I want to do. Also, that's frightening that you popped Ret, Sweeping, Cleaved, and still needed to pot. You were greeted in Silithus by 8 Twilight dudes. I know I'm way behind on, like, chat, but sorry, I was looking through my games list. It sounds like you may have encountered the Prophet. The Twilight Prophet. Because unless you ran into a camp, there's one NPC that travels with a whole, like, retinue of people. And the Prophet always drops, I think, 10 encrypted Twilight text. Anytime Prophet would spawn, like, I try to go find it and kill it. No, not that. This. How many pouches am I at? 13. That's not very many. Look, doing this was much easier on my warrior. Because these clothy locks die pretty well. And then the Void Walkers, they don't deal a lot of damage. So you can use the Void Walker as a little bit of a rage battery while you blast the casters down. At least that's the way I remember doing it when I was here last. Yeah, the Twilight Prophet is the main wandering Twilight enemy, and it is like, it's 8 or something like that. It's like the Prophet plus 6 or the Prophet plus 8. It's a big pull. The middle one's an elite. And then if it's not that, there are the, there's a group of riders also on horses that's also a group of like 6 or 8. So there's 2 different wandering patrols. So if it wasn't the Prophet, it might have been the ones on horses. They may not have been on the horses at the time that you met them. Okay, see, that sheep is going to break and it's going to aggro that caster. Oh, it's walking away. Good. Ooh, I missed. What's my next stam food? Mystery stews. While I'm thinking about it, yeah, earlier, when answering the question of, do I like point-and-click games, the types of games I enjoy in general are, I like RPGs, whether it's a combat RPG like God of War, it's an MMO, it's an RPG like in the World of Warcraft style. I like those when it's open world. I don't like the RPGs where it's, like Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't like those kind of RPGs as much. Like, I'm playing through, or was playing through, but I've stopped, and I keep meaning to go back to it. I was working on Tales of Berseria, and it turns out I don't like those types. Where, like, when you go into a battle and the battle is, like, a little combat arena. Not so into that. I either want, like, fully open world or turn-based. There's some stray exceptions here and there. Like, I like Star Ocean, the second story. I think that one's good. I like Valkyrie Profile, which is... Well, that's more turn-based. But generally speaking, stuff like Final Fantasy 12, 13... Not my style of game. Fully open world, like Witcher, God of War. What's another good example? Like World of Warcraft. Another one. Cyberpunk. That's right there in RPG territory. I like FPS games as well. Whether it's single player, like quote unquote boomer shooters like Dusk or Turok. I think those are fun. I don't really get into competitive FPS much. I like playing that with my friends. I'm not about trying to like play online and get stomped by pros. Like I like them, but I'm not competitive at them, so it's tough for me to enjoy. Like, it's tough for me to enjoy PC multiplayer FPS because I'm not competitive in that environment. And then, yeah, those are fine. Like I liked Divinity, like Baldur's Gate, Divinity 2, Pathfinder, Kingmaker. Yeah, stuff like that's great. Tactics, especially tactics RPG type stuff, like XCOM, Final Fantasy Tactics, Fell Seal, Arbiter's Mark. Oh, that game I was thinking about the other day. We were talking about, what was it? Wildermyth, and I'm like, and there's another game. That other game is Stolen Realm. That's the other game I was trying to remember. That was another game that has, like, multiplayer tactics RPG stuff. Have I played Underrail? No. No, I have not. I actually haven't heard of that one either. Hell yeah, thank you for the link. Appreciate that. So yeah, FPS games, tactics, RPGs, open world RPGs, even if it's like modern definition, like Elden Ring, Witcher, etc., Cyberpunk. And then stuff like Baldur's Gate and Pathfinder, Kingmaker. And then the last genre that I get into is I'm really into like, what's a good way to phrase this one? I like visual novels where you actually get like dialogue choices and stuff. But a lot of them are not the type that I like. I like visual novels in the sense of, like, things like The Letter. And what's something that's, like, visual novel-like? Until Dawn is another good example. Telltale, what's it called? Like Telltale games, like Telltale Batman, and what was the other one? The Wolf Among Us. Because I think some visual novels don't execute the gameplay element of the choices well. Like some of the anime ones don't do a good job with it. Oh, Detroit Become Human. That's kind of like an adventure game, but it has the visual novel elements with like the dialogue choice, story path bullshit. Detroit Become Human is definitely on that in that style. So yeah, anything that's kind of in that heavily choice-based story direction bullshit, whether it has adventure game elements like Detroit Become Human or Until Dawn, or if it's more of a, just reading, as is the case with The Letter, which I can't recommend that game enough to people. Oh, that one's gonna bug out because it's in a tent. So yeah, those are the three main genres of game I enjoy. Certain varieties of FPS, a large portion of RPGs. They evade bugged out. Real? What world am I living in right now? And visual novel adjacent stuff. But I'll still play like almost anything. As like, I enjoy action platformers, like the Mega Man X games. Like, I like those. I played through I Want to Be the Guy, back when that was like the meme game. Like, they're cool. Wings of V was way too rough for me when it comes to those, like, ultra-hard platformers. Let me send my talent point. There we go. I gotta update my title. Lv44 now. I might as well get this one while I'm here. Yeah, like I played Saints Row 2 off of a heavy recommendation from people, and I really liked that, and that's not a style of game I play much of. But I had a good time with that. I played Saints Row... I played Saints Row on the Xbox. I think Saints Row 2 was on PC. Is where I played that one at. There's Caliph again. He about to get farmed. Imagine walking around not knowing you're going to get farmed. Where's the edge? He was. That guy was trying to show me some moves. The only games that I don't really, like, get into are, management games. Anything that becomes too much of a management sim, I kind of start to not be so into. That's why I could never get into a lot of sports games. Because they had management elements that got just increasingly deep with each release. And then now there's a lot of, like, sims where it's like, you know, it's really dumb stuff like power washing simulator, car mechanic simulator, grocery stores simulator. Like, anything that becomes like a management sim is like, I'm not into it. And, like, if I wanted hours at a grocery store, I'd go get a job at one, you know? Big exception. The parody versions of them can be amazing. Like, where you're running a grocery store, but you're demons. Or something like that. The parody versions are phenomenal most of the time. I've seen some good ones out there. That portion of the genre does get me to look at some stuff every once in a while. And I don't play a lot of horror games because what's a way to say this without sounding like an arrogant, like, jerk? Horror games are designed to scare young children. And a bunch of YouTubers hype them up, and none of them are really that scary. I'm really into sci-fi horror, and there's nothing that does... There's, like, no... There's... Not no. There's very few things that, like... There's very few things out there, like, game-wise, that I think do horror well. And I will put out a reason for this. Games do a bad job of permitting the player to determine what the scary thing is. And that's where they're not scary. They'll show the monster, but the monster will be some, like, poorly made, low-budget polygon thing that I just can't take seriously as a monster. There's a lot of really good horror aesthetics out there, but a lot of them do a lot of them do too much show, not enough tell. And that's where the core of my sense of being whelmed, you know, is. Amnesia series did a good job with their environments. I liked those. But man, Yeah, the majority of them, though, it's like... I feel as if they picked one note to be the scary note and didn't build a setting that supported the one scary note well enough for it to have the impact that it could have potentially had. I'll still check out horror games, like if they have really cool art design or audio design sometimes. But that's more me walking in like an analytical way. And I'm like going in and it's like, oh, this is where the jump scare happens. You know? Or are they gonna subvert that and, you know, fake you out? Like, there's a lot of like formulaicness to them. I like horror, it's just I view things from like the point of view of a director too much. And once I catch some like misalignments between how they're trying to build their scare and the environment that their scare is presented in and the narrative used to deliver the scare, when those don't match up, it just kind of breaks the whole thing for me, and then it doesn't get me. Like, I really want to opt in on horror games and like them because I really enjoy horror. And I really enjoy, like, esoteric sci-fi horror. In a big, big way. But people aren't really making games that do that. And it's hard. It is really difficult to do that. Okay, we're gonna do a weird pull here. Does this one here evade bugs? We're gonna do this. We're gonna hope they don't bug. I'm gonna stand in the middle. Okay. The ones on the outside couldn't get in to the tent. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take the two on the outside into the tent where the third one was. And stand on them in AoE like that. But the ones on the outside didn't go in. I took 2 extra rounds of melee hits trying to position it and it didn't work. That sucked. And I do like Silent Hill. Silent Hill was great. They did a good job of building the atmosphere. They did a good job of telling, not showing for a long time. Like they really, the set dressings, the arrangement of where the horror elements were placed, where these scares were placed, I guess. Silent Hill's very good. It holds up really well. From like the direction of that game. Just people need to study that a little more. There is one thing about horror that I think is really cool. Five Nights at Freddy's did really good things for the horror genre. It really gave us a new way to do horror that people were not really, like the entire gameplay loop of I'm a security officer on a watchtower and, well, Five Nights is just jump scares. You're right. It's dread and jump scares. But it put you in a new situation to experience them in. You had no way to run from them. And I think that was a really cool design choice in FNAF. Because you know that the monster is coming, but you have no way to run away. It took your ability to flee away from you. So you just watch. You just watch them come towards you. And I thought that created a really cool situation. Because, what are you going to do? You can't run. You have to you have to solve this situation another way. You can't just escape the monster and hide. You're stuck there. They're coming for you. You have to take steps to protect yourself. And I just think that was a really cool direction choice, method, whatever you want to call it. Oh, are we doing this? Oh, we're not doing this, because that one went to the road, or the hunter. So I think FNAF did good things for the horror genre, and then maybe a horror game, but less of a like scary game. I think is I'm on observation duty. Which is really heavy on the environmental creepy. I think games like those two have done really cool things for the horror genre. I played through Amnesia. I liked it. Okay, Amnesia did... Remember how I was talking about tell rather than show? The thing that fucked me up in Amnesia was the, was when you got to the area that was flooded. And if you haven't played it, I'm not going to tell you what it is. But if you have played it, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. That was good. That shit was great. Oh yeah, glitchy speedrunning, Amnesia's got a lot of that. There's a full out-of-bounds route where you're never even in the map. Ooh, I did that too early. Yikes. Okay, that was a bad gouge. Here, let's just Frost Nova you and cease this maidenless behavior. Yeah, some of the Amnesia games were kind of a miss. Like, Dark Descent, I think, is probably widely regarded as being done well. Machine for Pigs, not much. The newest one, which I think is The Bunker, was also one that people talked about being good. And the speedrun for that's hilarious. I don't want to spoil it, but the speedrun is like less than 2 minutes long. It is very funny. I don't know if it's been patched or not. Yeah, it's incredibly short, which is true. It is short, but I would rather a game be short than hideously overstay its welcome. Vanquish is a fantastic game. It's pretty damn short. Uh-oh. I lost a second. Ooh, I thought I had more, than that. Okay, well, it's only a 3 rip. Ooh, this guy's gonna... What's his gouge cooldown at? We'll find out, I guess. it's surprisingly tough to find good horror games because everyone likes horror in different ways. So whenever I'm like, yo, hey, what are some good horror games? Because there's like so many indie horror games out there, and I'm glad there is, but not all of them appeal to me. The Quarry. That's a the studio that does that. Why does that sound familiar? Is that one of the Dark Pictures anthology games?
I can't cast that yet.
'Cause that sounds really familiar. Because I do like the Dark Pictures anthology games. I think that there is some, Worse Than Until Dawn, same studio. Oh, it is! It is the people that do Dark Pictures anthology. I love those games. Those games are, they need some work. I think that studio does a pretty good job. There's a lot of improvements I think they could stand to make in many areas of their storytelling and just everything. The writing is the issue in The Quarry. Their writing is it can be a low point. That's to put it nicely. The characters don't feel like people sometimes in their games, and I feel really bad saying that. Their characters don't feel like people. They're just like the descriptors of a person, and not an actual person. It's like, this is not Dave. This is a smart college student who's stressed out. It's like, they're not really a person. They're a collection of buzzwords with a proper noun attached. Oh shit. Well, I get Frost Nova back, so just do that. We'll let your fleeing burn out, and I'll fire blast you in a second. We'll just cock this one. I'd have to look at the cast to remember each game, like, in particular, but there's good parts to every one of their games. Like, not even good parts. There's great parts in every one of their games, but it's balanced out with, like, equally ridiculous parts that make no sense. The one where they were in Afghanistan or whatever, some of the stuff in that was just, I don't even. But the story in that one I thought was pretty damn cool. Until it like switched genres at the end. I don't know. I want them to keep making more things. I will keep supporting their games. They're fantastic. I really think it's a budget issue with them. Until Dawn, I believe, was the one that they had the most budget for. And Until Dawn is fantastic. I think I'd completely, I'd like 90% agree with that. Yeah. I think there are some other gripes than just that, but I think that is a major point. If I wanted an interactive movie, I would play Death Stranding. That's an interactive movie. Please, Hideo Kojima, make another game. Whatever it is that you do in the world, we need more of that.
I need to get closer.
Want more Dark Souls? Hey, have you looked at, oh my gosh, why can't I remember the name of it? The one that just came out, the Korean one. Why can't I remember the name of it? Because that does some cool shit. Lords of the Fallen, the remake, yeah. I think it's way better than the original. And the whole bit with, like, the parallel environments, like the overlapping environments, is really freaking cool. I mean, there are a few design choices in it that I don't like, but overall, I think that and Lies of P are both good within the genre. I'm very happy to be seeing more studios take on those types of games, because I think it's a really good portion of the action adventure genre. Like battles that feel important, using spells and abilities that feel strong. This big imposing environment, like big environments. Even if you don't only interact with such a small portion of them, they seem so big. And in the case of Elden Ring, they're actually big. Even though that's, you know, kind of more first-party Souls than FromSoft, but still. Yeah, Dragon Age Origins is another one that's solid. I really want to see a sci-fi Souls-like, though, one of these times, with like some cyborgs and stuff like that. Like, I would love that. A sci-fi Souls game on a space station. I'd have way too much fun with that. But it's difficult to get out of the medieval fantasy genre, because it's really affordable to do the medieval fantasy genre. I really want to get out of the medieval fantasy genre in my tabletop RPG stuff that I do. It's expensive, because there's not maps for those. There are not artists for those. I just don't know how to get assets. They have to be made. There's no easy place to get them. And, like, people want sci-fi in that genre. But it's just really hard to give it to them, because it's difficult to get the components you need to put in a book. And I imagine it's even more difficult in the video game. Well, instead of just dealing with a 2D map and some character art, you have to do full 3D environments and shit. Guns. Ooh, I think I missed that one. No, it looks like it might be in. Yeah, it is in. My defense skill is only level 42. Like, I would like to do more, like... I'd like to do pirates for a while, but my defense skill is level 42. Getting crushed is pretty bad in an AoE environment. And now I gotta remember, I gotta let this chill drop off before cock. Otherwise, it doesn't apply because this buff is stronger. Or they just all get killed in the blizzard in the first place. That is fine too. Oh, I don't care if a game's on Steam or not. Like, I don't care what platform it's on. I have some video games that are just, like, old school style. It's just installed on my computer. Like, that's how I have Half-Life 1. Half-Life 1, No Time to Explain. What are other games that I have that are just... I Want to Be the Guy, but I think that was only ever like that. What else do I have in my games folder? Stepmania. And... oh, all the Toho games. Perfect Cherry Blossom, Imperishable Night, Mountain of Faith, Subterranean Animism. Oh, I haven't bought him in a Scarlet Devil, too, apparently. Forgot I had that one. What else do I have in here? Couple of visual novels. Muv-Luv, House and Fata Morgana. I keep meaning to, like, pick those up on a Steam sale. Just to like have it on Steam also, to be able to like leave a like review or upvote or whatever. But it's like I already got the game once. That'd be on an impressive sale for me to get it a second time.
I can't do that yet.
Oh, Dark and Darker is not on Steam either. Wait. I wait. I hit it. That went so much smoother. Oh, I gotta redevelop that habit. That went so much better. Oh, there's a box over there. Guess I'll go get that. Now, I should remake waters too. Have to rebuff anything? Dampen magic. I have 8 minutes on stam food, which is fine. Yeah, I just have to do 3 levels in 3 days to get to 48. Or no, 3 levels in 2 days to get to 48 by Wednesday. And then I'm just gonna live in Fellwood after that. Like, the fairest warning. Oh, This one's broke. Okay, come here. Oh, it evaded? No, it went back. Went back. Yeah, I guess I just killed the two outside of it. Well, I tried to get that one, but he's allergic to dying. Oh, I'm gonna have to stand in there and fight him. Alright. Come on, realize you're evade bugged. I got shit to do. He's a sin. He's too powerful. Yes? You good, mate? You right? Now let's have to stand in there and fight him. Alright, do you think this is a game? You're trapped in here with me. You have nowhere to go. Yeah, a water pouch. Good. Hey, a short sword. That's a good piece of loot. I'm gonna hit the armor scroll. Okay, let me copy paste that in a second. Where do I go to like redeem or mess with that? Waiting on Frost Nova, waiting on Frost Nova, waiting on Frost Nova.
I can't cast that yet.
Yeah, if you feel like it, sure. You can go ahead and link it. Okay. Grab that. I like how that's like you sound so much like a bot the way that reads. Link, really cool game. It's like exactly what like a bot would post. Hey, this is cool, a link. Bro, did you see this? A link. Okay, let me... Okay, see. Okay. I gotta write a couple things down. Let me grab that. And grab that. Grab that. Grab this. Okay. Then go to here. Okay. Then okay. Man, it took me so long to do all that. My character is sober again. How dreadful. I'm so excited to have, like, a beer on Wednesday at, like, a bar. It's so boring doing it at my house. Like, when I have beers at my house, it's mostly just a flavor thing. It's like eating a dessert, right? It's that type of vibe. When I go out socially with people to do beer, because I used to review beer, it's really fun to, like, talk about the flavors of it and things and whatnot. Oh, I think I'd enjoy Australia, man. I don't know. A friend of mine has done pub crawls there. Oh, okay. He did bitch about the price. That is a complaint that I heard from that trip. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? You're slowed, you're chilled, you're permafrosted. What are you doing? Nerds. Get blizzarded. Yeah, you know who won the PvP tournament? Clothies. So, yeah. We do get to talk because we're the ones that win. Warriors are really good until they don't kill you on the charge. Rogues are really good until they don't kill you with ambush, vanish, prep, ambush. You'd like to see a clothy tank bard? Well, I have news for you. It's just gonna be clothies. World of clothies. Cloth healer. Cloth DPS. Cloth tank. Disenchanting plate. Disenchanting two-handed weapons. I bet there's gonna be something dumb though, like warlocks don't have a taunt, and they don't get played. Are they actually giving it a taunt, or is it just torment, which is not a taunt? Because I think that would actually be a really cool mechanic. If the Voidwalker taunted, got destroyed because it's just the Voidwalker, but then after that, the aggro went back to the lock. Because currently all it has is Torment, which is like Growl. Which is, it just casts it to increase the amount of threat that it has. helpful in a raid environment, but it's amazing in just PvE. You're out just questing like normal. Keeps the threat on your pet. Well, no, the thought that I had is the Voidwalker taunts, it dies, but then the aggro goes to the lock, right? So you basically sell out your Voidwalker to get the aggro back. Something like that. If they didn't have just a built-in normal-ass taunt. Which unfortunately you need. Like, Paladin's getting a, an actual damage button. If they get an actual damage button, an actual taunt, there'll be a real class for the first time in Vanilla WoW. Hey, here's a bad suggestions. Here's a snarky suggestion. Compare / played time. Because I once had a friend complain about me leveling up really slowly when they were complaining about me leveling up really slowly. He's like, dude, man, you're taking forever to get to 60, man. You gotta hurry it up, man. And by the time I got to 60, I had less / played time than they had. Comparing, like, because you know it says time at 60, right? When you deduct the time at 60, I was faster to 60 than they were by something like 18 hours. Which can be a real, like, I don't know how many days. What's 18 hours if you just played, like, 4 hours a day? Yeah, that could be, like, real time, even almost a week, right? And he's like, oh, well, you had rested XP because you play on your mage, too. And I'm like, okay, even if I did, that means we got there at about the same time, dude. I'm sorry that I have another character, but ever since you fucked up the guild in Burning Crusade, I'm never leveling my warrior first again. I'm always making my mage first, and then once my mage is captain in the guild, then I'll go play with you guys. And if you can ever last more than one content patch, maybe I'll play a warrior first. And then they got upset and changed the subject. My friends like WoW, and they always want to make a guild, and it always fucks up. And they just do the same shit every time over and over. I'm like, guys, you need to just come play Alliance with me next time. Stop trying to make the Horde Guild work. You've had 4 chances. No. How many times did they do the Horde Guild? Vanilla, Burning Crusade, Wrath, Pandaria, Classic. 4. Yeah, 4. It's like, you guys have had 4 opportunities to do the Horde Guild, and it's never worked. And I've cleared every expansion I played in. Just fucking come play Alliance with me and beat the game. And they just do not do it. Only one of those guys, one of the ones that didn't, like the one guy that didn't quit, he stuck around as I changed guilds, and I got him into a really good guild, and we went through all Burning Crusade together. And I could have gotten my other friends in, but they were so butthurt about the guild falling apart that they, like, didn't want to reactivate their account. And I'm like, dude, we need 4 slots. We just had 8 people leave at the end of Tempest Keep. We need people for Hyjal. Like, he's like, oh man, I want to play with the homies. And I'm like, you will be. And then 18 other people, because we've never had 25. Rawr! But yeah, it was 3 rounds of that, and then on the 4th round I was like, bruh, you've botched it so many times, please come play Alliance. please come play Alliance with me. You will complete the game. They're good players. I could get them into whatever guild I'm in. Like they know their shit. It's just they're very bad at management. That's all it is. They're good players. But not good managers. Well, one's a good manager, like logistics, and one's a good manager with like people. But it takes a little bit more than that. You don't even know what a good player looks like? Look in the mirror, King. You're alive and hardcore. I think you qualify. Bad players don't get to your level. Either of you guys, bad players don't get to your level. You have to have a certain amount of good to get past, like, 40. Because that's one, like, it gets harder for people to, like, carry. Like, enemy raw damage gets up to a certain point. That, you have to actually know how to play the game at a certain point. Let's do a 3 here. And I'll do like a 5 over there. And, you know, I hear the not many people make it past 20 thing. And, there's an amount that I disagree with that. I think... What's a good way to phrase it? I think not many characters make it past 20. Because I think, you know, players who give it enough tries will get through. Because, yeah, what Bad Suggestions just said. I think it's a knowledge check. There's a lot of just, like, if you don't know certain fundamental things about the game that the game never actually explains to you, unless maybe you read the manual, then you just get got. Like, some enemies have abilities and you have no way to know that they have a stun. Like the bears that ate my friend, you know, earlier this week. I didn't know they had a stun either. But then at a certain point, it's like, do you know how to use your abilities? Killed Shadowclaw and soloed Denmother. Thank you. The cosmic RNG has spun back into balance. Yeah, I think not many characters get past 20, but I would say not many players get past 40. I think the players that get past 40 are, like, much more likely to make it to 60.
That ability isn't...
Go to the Frostbitten one. Okay, I don't have a lot of this ice barrier left. Yeah, there's outliers. There's always the weird exception and outlier that gets through. In, you know, everything in the world. I try to bring that up less and less because when you do that, every time a subject comes up, it just gets exhausting. And, I think the people that get it don't need that said to them, and the people that do need that said to them will discard the information. It's a really cynical take. Sorry, but, I don't know what else to do about it. I can't make other people know or remember things. I have a weird opinion about paladins because I feel like Ret is so slow you might as well just be holy and just like I don't know. I just feel like paladin's so slow that you may as well just be holy anyway. And just wave your two-hander around and fight things. Paladin's not a real class in vanilla. It's a healer and that's it. Very sad. Like, a Ret Paladin is an off-healer. They're good at it, too. Like... Oh, these are awkward as shit, Frostbites. Alright. But Protection Paladin is a literal joke. Ret is an off-healer. And Holy is a main healer. And like I have a friend of mine who loves playing Paladin. He was a Horde player, so he didn't get them at first. But then when he got a hold of Paladin, he's such a good Paladin. He can do Holy, he can do Prot, he can do any spec Paladin, and he's great at it. But in vanilla, it's just like, do I want to heal or do I want to be off heal? Those are your choices for Paladin. And like the arcane tree in with mages is like, you're arcane, but are you going to be fire or frost? Because you're not arcane. You never use arcane spells because they're bad. You're going to be fire or frost, but using the arcane tree.
Not ready yet.
No, let's just do these as two singles. Fucking hello? Hello? Alright, whatever. Can I get that wall on the left without getting the wall on the right? How many pouches do I have? I think I want to go until I get 20 here. And then I'll maybe a vendor or something. This is only going to be a 3-pole. Oh, I can get this one, actually. frozen. They're frozen. They're chilled. Oh, the Hinterlands quest went yellow. I guess I can go there at 46. Yeah, maybe Hinterlands 46? Then come back to do the back half of Chinaris? Sounds reasonable. Yeah, because that's in Hinterlands, that's in Hinterlands. 2 in Chinaris. That's also in Hinterlands. Yeah, I think that's the plan. But I'm not doing that today. Like, if I'm going to go out and do questing, I want to do it for more than just, like, an hour. Because all the travel time and whatnot. This is just, like, this is XP I can get without having to, like, run around the map. So I can fit this into a short stream. It's just kind of like a, yeah, I'll do this for a few hours. Well, I kept logged out in this area. Why did I press polymorph with my finger, but then click Frost Nova, which is closer to that hand? What am I... Huh? What am I doing? That's the fire one. I don't kick the fire one. This bitch faked me out. Look at her. She's smart. 100% that bitch. Do I have a stamina buff? No, let me get one. What do I have here? A 6-pull? Can I do target markers for myself? Yeah, okay, so... I want to start at the skull, run to the X, then get back to this middle part, and that's the 6. Wait, I didn't get full mana. Whoops. Okay. So do this one. Do this one. Over here. Go back to the skull, or the square. I saw that daze. There we go. Isn't the full pull fucked by one resisting the Nova? If your mage is bad. That's not true. If your mage doesn't know how to compensate for it, that can definitely be the case. What do I want to do here? I want to mana gem here. Do this. This, I guess. It depends entirely on what the mob is, how much you have left on your ice barrier, several other things. Like there, I slap that with one frostbolt, walk away. Yeah, here's what happens if one mob resists the Frost Nova. There's a few things you can do. You can polymorph it, and then drop Blizzard on everything but it, and then kill it last. Or find a convenient place to add it back into the pull later on. You can do that. You can just stand there and let it hit you if you have enough health left on your ice barrier that it's not going to interrupt your channel. That's fine. You can rush the group, Cone of Cold them, and then you can, you can rush the group, cock them, Cold Snap, cock them, and then Frost Nova them again, and then see if it doesn't resist that time. And then drop a Blizzard. You can, like, I'm sure there's, like, weird circumstances that can come up where you can, let's say, like, two resist, right? Okay? They get your ice barrier down. You wait until everything else gets unfrozen, you take a little bit of damage, that shit runs over to you, you ice block, you use ice block to wait out the Frost Nova cooldown, you unblock after a group of attacks comes out, and then you Frost Nova and strafe out during that time. And that's dependent on how much HP you have. There's a whole bunch of strategies that you can utilize. You can blast them with a rank 1 Frostbolt to put a slow on them, kite to the right, drop a rank 1 Blizzard to chill everything else, and use your rank 1 Frostbolt and rank 1 Blizzard to keep everything slowed until your Nova comes back up, which is kind of a way of soft resetting the pull in the middle of it. So that's what, like 5 different options you have if it resists the Frost Nova? And then it's always, you can just run out. Like, if you fully reset the pull, you're only down maybe like 1,000 mana. So it doesn't take that long to just drink that back and then just run in a second time. That might be faster than doing all the other strategies. Yeah, there's options. Before you have those options, however, like let's say you're level 36 and trying to do Goshek farm, it can be a lot bigger of an issue then. And especially like if you're trying to do it at 20. Then a Frost Nova resist is just kind of like, run. Or if you've purchased enough intelligence gear for yourself on the auction house, then you have enough mana that you can mana shield. Also, hold on. I'm going to do the Cone of Cold thing. Depending on how talented you are, you can literally just Cone of Cold a group forever. Because the chill duration is, the chill duration of it is 11 seconds, but its cooldown is 10. So you can infinitely Cone of Cold kite something. So, that's also an option that's available. That's kind of like soft resetting a pull like I talked about. Oh, cool. That was my 20th bottle. Okay, let's go back to town and vendor. I'm gonna kill my way out. It's one of the things that I really like about doing AoE pulls is it's a fun problem-solving thing each time I do it. It's very engaging gameplay. I really like it. There's so many things that can go wrong, and knowing what to do to account for any things that go wrong during the pull. Like, sometimes an enemy gets frostbitten in a weird position. It's like, so where do I place the AoE? Do I worry about that one or not? Do I want to just sheep the one that's out of range? Do I... And I like tanking for the exact same reason. Like, managing mobs in a pull as a tank is just like managing mobs in a AoE pull as a mage. Having to manage the threat on multiple targets, If I want to put up slows on them. It's like, okay, that mob is getting loose. Do I want to blow taunt on it? Sure, okay, taunt. Oh, another mob's getting loose. I'm going to just hamstring that one. And I'm gonna, like, walk with it. And then I'll pick it up when taunt comes off cooldown. 2 mobs got loose. I'm a fury tank, so I'm gonna piercing howl and walk backwards and stay near them, and I'm gonna taunt them back one at a time. Actually, that mage is doing a lot of AoE damage. I think I'm just gonna walk while spamming piercing howl and enable them to kill everything at range while they kite and keep everything slowed and use my rage for that. And then if anything gets peeled off in a weird direction, I can taunt that. Do I need to stance and mocking blow something? I guess. Because sometimes you don't need to hold threat on a mob in a pull. Depending on, like, if it's on, like, a ranged character, right? Oh, this mob is at half health, and aggro got pulled on it. That thing is going to die before it reaches that mage. So I'm just going to let that one go. Maybe I'll just slow it. And I'll save taunt for something more serious. But playing a priest, I don't feel like I have any control over anything. Yo, I got you. On the way back to town now. Okay. Okay, where are we going? We're going to Iron Forge. On to, Iron Forge? I said Iron Forge, right? Oh, thank you. GLHF, GG, don't die. Thanks for responding so promptly, bro. I know what it's like. I have a warrior. I have a character that doesn't have teleports. Okay, what do I gotta do here? Alright, let's do inventory management right quick. They don't quite sell for a gold yet. Oh, the two-hander did. Okay, let's see. Where do I... It's over here. Alright, how much rep did I get?
What's up? Glad I could help. I is money, friend. Glad I could help. What's up?
Oh, this is the old version of rep, right?
I need money, friend. Keep it real, yo. Glad I could help. Talk to me. Keep it real. What's up? Hurry back. Talk to me. Keep it real.
They changed this rep grind in Burning Crusade, so it was actual rep when you turn these in. Well, I can't really comment on Hunter because I don't like pet classes. I want to be one character, not multiple characters. So pet classes and summoners, not really my thing. Is there a point to Gadgetson rep? Slightly. If you get honored, you get the 10% discount, and since it's where my hearth is, I end up here a lot, so I'd like the 10% discount. But that's really it. Kind of want to save the moonberry juice for my priest. It's so dumb, but she would like that too. Yeah, maybe I save the free moonberry juices. Did I vendor any? This is so dumb. But I like my priest.
Have a good one.
She doesn't have bank space because she has so many herbs, so I'll just leave it in mine.
Potential customer.
Did I sell any moonberry? I did. Give me that back. Take these pumpkins instead.
Glad I could help.
Oh, warlock. Take that, and then you get this in too. Right, okay, so that goes in the bank. I'm gonna craft off cloth. I'll get Infinity Mage Weave from Timbermaw. So I don't wanna... I just wanna get my bandages to 20. Actually, wait. 60 cloth? Yeah, never mind. Save that last one. I want to make, like, another alchemist, too. Because if you're, like, leveling up alts, like, or not even alts, just, you know, if you just want to do characters in general, like, if you want to have multiple 60s, I took herbalism on 3 different characters, so I got all the starter herbs 3 different times, and my poor alchemist is horribly overworked, burning off all of those mats. That's the funny thing that happens. Like, I have 2 skinners, so I have a bajillion leather. Which gets used for tailoring also, thankfully, so some of that goes to the tailor. Oh, that was...
What's up?
Wait. I can, Oh, I did have... Here, give me this one mage weave. Okay. There we go, now I have a stack. I needed, what, 2 points in tailoring? Or no, I needed 5. Damn it. Daily farming viable if you go fire spec. Okay. You can AoE as fire, and you can kill just as many mobs as a frost mage can. It is significantly more dangerous to do because you do not have ice barrier. What you do as a fire mage is you will drop flame strike, and you like flame strike, cone of cold, flame strike, arcane explosion, whatever you want to do. But you want to be standing where the enemy is, because flame strike puts a dot on the ground, and you want that dot to tick. And then you want to freeze them, and then flame strike them again. So, depending on how you, setting up the pole can be difficult, right? Because if you gather all of them up, what's going to happen is you only get the one Frost Nova. So you gather them all up on a horse, or however you feel like gathering them up. And then you drop the Flame Strike, basically on yourself, because that's where all the enemies are going to be at. And then you DPS race them down. And see if you can kill them all before you die. Like yeah. That's one way of doing it. The other way is you pull them all. You flame strike on yourself. You click. I think it's 2 AoEs. Let me look at the duration here. Oh, 8 seconds. Then you click. You'll click a AoE or 2. And then Frost Nova, and then run out. And then you will drop another Flame Strike, and then Blizzard while they're frozen. And they should tick down while they're in that. So group them, Flame Strike yourself, did like 2 Arcane Explosions, Frost Nova, walk out. You need a lot of mana because you use Mana Shield instead of Ice Barrier. Or just have a lot of health. I don't know. It's like a gear mana management thing is an issue. And then you can, once they're frozen, then you drop Flame Strike Frost Nova. Or once they're frozen, you drop Flame Strike Blizzard. And then between the Blizzard dot and the Fire dot, they should tick out after that. You can follow up with Cone of Cold or more Arcane Explosion if you want. So there's like 3 different ways to do it as fire. Frost is just way safer. But you can absolutely do it as fire. Just expect to die more learning how to do it. I would not recommend that in hardcore. You can test it out on like 3 mob pulls to get the practice down if you're trying to do it in hardcore, but and sometimes you just get lucky and you crit them and they die. There is a build. What is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. There is a build. What is it? Level 40? Right? This is level 20. This is 21. Right here. Right? 5, 10, 21. Or no, just 20, because you get the 0. This is 20. This is 25. So it's level 25, 30, 35, about 40. Around level 40, you can do Elementalist Mage, is what it's called, where you get Fire Shatter, and it's pretty cool. Because then when you freeze things, you get plus 50% crit chance, and then you get plus 15% crit on Flame Strike from that. And then, yeah. So you have plus 65% crit chance on Flame Strike against a frozen target. And then anything that gets critically hit burns from Ignite for extra spell damage as a dot. And they might get stunned from Impact if you take Impact over Improved Fireball. And that can fuck real hard with enemies. It's a really fun spec. It's just not good in raids, so no one ever goes it. Is Fire a better dungeon spammer? Fire is the highest DPS mage spec. So yes. It's really a single target thing, not a multi-target thing, though. I mean, talented, you can like Flame Strike, Blast Wave. But it's like a burst thing. You don't have consistent fire AoE, really. Oh, I need to get mana pots from... Nah, I'll just do these.
What's up?
For 2, 3, 4.
Keep it real.
Yeah, if you're doing a lot of dungeons, be fire. Fire can pull aggro hella bad though. Just let the tank pull. Please let the tank pull. If I watch a mage open pyro and they crit, I'm not taking that mob. They signed up for the killing it. It's now their job to kill it. And I'd say half the time they do. If they run to me, I will save them. If they bring me the mob, I'll taunt it off. Zanaro, no! That's fucking tragic. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's so sad. It's also good to see you. I hope you're doing well. This is my highest level hardcore character. I'm at level 45 with Gandair.
Keep it real.
Waiting on SOD. I'm gonna play it. We should figure out how many servers there are. If I know what one I'm playing on in advance, I'll post about it. But yeah, have fun out there.
Time is money, friend.
Okay, put this in the thing. That sounds fun to me. Put this here, put this here. Let's see. Alright. What do I have?
Right back.
445. I'll do a little bit more. Maybe I'd go out until 5:15, then come back. That'll probably be fine. $31 plus 40, 70. Oh wait, I'm gonna peel gold off again. I'm not tanking on a mage. I don't care if that becomes a spec. No. Fundamentally, I disagree with that concept. Get out. Like, I'm interested in trying healing mage, but it depends on how it, like, looks from a gameplay perspective before I actually do it. What was I doing? That's right, I was splitting money. Okay, there we go. I peeled off the money. So let's see, so I have 30, 30, 10, so I'm at 70 gold. Yeah, it's looking like a level 48 mount. Like back in the day. The thought I have with Season of Discovery in that regard is if it's gimmicky, I'm alright with that. But yeah, it might not be enough to have me keep my account time. Because if I'm doing hardcore also, Like, I'll switch back and forth. Sure. But if it turns out it's, like, very gimmicky, then, I don't know. Might drop it when my, if I have my hardcore characters at 60, then I'll probably just drop it. Like, Blizzard has a lot of work to gain back any trust or faith. I don't believe that they can make a good game right now. I think they need SOD to work out bad stuff. So if there's a lot of, like, bad stuff that comes up in SOD, alright. Let's make the other one, let's make the next round better. Season of Rediscovery or whatever, right? Like, if they want to use it as a method to iterate on a product, sure. That's cool. New ways to play WoW are, like, I'm not morally opposed. I might play them, I might not. I need to, like, write it down, but yeah, there's, like, certain main things that I'm really, like, worried about happening. Like, if it becomes daily quests, I'm out. Like, I'm not doing that again. Sorry. If the power creep is too high, and I'm level 25, and I'm, like, two-shotting mobs, boring. I'm out. They turn Mage into a pet class with Water Elemental. Probably gonna leave. If everyone gets to do everything, and they do, like, the, They do the thing where it's like, alright, these classes all give the replenishment buff. This was the wrong spell, I did this in the wrong order. Like, you can't have Might and Battle Shout because they share a buff slot. If they do shit like that, I'm out. The main thing I want to see is I want them to keep the base of Classic intact and add things onto it. That's what I want. Like, the best summary I can give of what I want is that. I want all these talents I currently have. And you know what? Maybe I'm open to a couple being reworked, right? But for the most part, the people who have been playing Classic really know the talents well. I wouldn't want to touch that if I were a game designer. That's just going to piss everyone off, and it's going to break 15 years of, like, meta and understanding. I wouldn't want to mess with that. But I would be like, what can I add to this system that would not intrude upon it? That could supplement it in a way that players would enjoy. That's what I think I would look at. You know? Maybe fix, like, a thing here or there, right? Like, no one takes improved arcane missiles. Maybe make arcane missiles a better spell by reducing its mana cost so people would be interested in taking it. And maybe people would take improved arcane missiles and use it as their main damage. Maybe they would do that. What's another one? That's like a weird one that no one takes. I guess Mage is a bad example. Mages have pretty good talents. Oh, wait, okay, here's one. Maybe make Rend not shit, or remove improved Rend as a requirement for Impale. Fucking do something about that. Make Rend damage based off attack power. Or fucking something. Rend is so bad. I spend 10 rage to do exactly 45 damage, but as a dot. Get that the hell out. These two, okay. Oh, bad suggestions. I might get you on this one. I have a question. When is the correct time to use Rend? There's more than one answer to this question. It's okay if you don't know by random chance, but it strikes me that you would already know. There's a couple. I'll give it like a minute, because lag and whatnot. On running enemies. Yes. And to build off that further, you will put Rend on an enemy if that enemy is moving out of range of you, or you are moving out of range of it. Like, if you have sufficient rage that it's not going to get in the way of anything else, like if you have, like, I forget the exact number, but if you have over a certain amount of rage, and you have to move away, like, out of melee range, you can use Rend as you are exiting melee range, like, right before you leave it, in the space where, so that way Rend will get a tick in while you are transitioning through the dead zone to the point where you can use your ranged weapon. And it gets you that extra tick of damage. If you are rooted and an enemy is running away, drop Rend on them. For the exact same reason. That way you get a damage tick in the time where they're in the dead zone before you can get your ranged attack going. That's its biggest PvE thing. That also works. If you are on your way to another target, drop a Rend on it, and then intercept away. Like, if you are going to, like, stop dealing damage to a target for a period of time for a reason, you can use Rend before that window happens. So you get a tiny little bit of coverage in there. And it can help. I've killed mobs with it occasionally. Oh, the other thing is, like, Hamstring has to already be on the target, also. Because Hamstring would still be a better option, because Hamstring could crit, which would proc deep wounds, and would also give you Flurry. But if it is moving out of range where you're not going to be able to take advantage of Flurry, and you've just put Hamstring on it, so it has a lot of Hamstring duration left, just drop Rend. That situation doesn't come up very often, but yeah, I had another warrior explain it to me, because I'm like, I didn't even train Rend, and they're like, why? You use it on fleeing enemies, and I'm like, what? No, I don't. He's like, yeah, you do. It's great. And if you have to run out of an AoE, you drop it on the boss before you have to run out, so that you're getting damage ticks when you have to stop, like, auto-attacking. I'm like, holy shit, dude, you're right. I just didn't think of it, like, before. So I'm really glad that that was pointed out to me. It was in a Burning Crusade when I learned about that. But it's not as useless as people make it out to be. It's bad, but it's awkward to do that. But I mean, if I have 100, fuck it. Because 100 is, I'll use my entire bar and still have 15 or 20. Like what? It's like 12, 30, 12, 30, and then let's say 12, 30, 10 for Hamstring. So I'm at what, 52? 52. Demo. 62. Thunderclap. 82. Yeah. Like, if I can do my entire bar of abilities and still have 10 rage, I'm not worried about it. Actually, it's less than that, because it's 2 heroic strikes. And the second heroic strike is less than a thunderclap, and I didn't always put thunderclap up. Sometimes that was a different warrior that would do that, or just the tank. I was the one that ran demo, though, because I always took imp shouts. Because I wanted a raid slot. Like, I took improved shouts instead of other options, and I still did 2k DPS on Terran Gorfine. So good. Yeah, just make Rend have, like, an attack power formula. And you can have that improve with, like, rank. That's also a thing that can happen. We might get... I think we're getting Devastate, though. I don't know if you're familiar with Devastate. Our weapon might actually matter. Okay, you know, we don't know for sure, but people had talked about, man, it'd be really cool if warriors got Devastate. Devastate was a Burning Crusade, the 41-point talent, where you would attack with your weapon to deal threat. So it made your tanking weapon, like the actual stats on the weapon, actually have an impact on your tanking. Rather than just the occasional wimpy auto attack. So you could go back and forth between... Oh, a Devastate also applied Sunder at the same time. So it gave you an attack that applied Sunder that did damage. Did it have a cooldown? Nope. Just a rage cost, and it was the same as Sunder. The talents that reduced the rage cost of Sunder also reduced the rage cost of Devastate. So what was it, like 12 rage or 11 rage? Whatever it was. For Devastate? No, 9, excuse me. I want to say it was 9 rage. I think it was 12 minus 3. It was either 9 or 11. Yes, what you just said, that's what it was. It was an instant attack that applied Sunder and did additional threat. And it used your weapon. So you got your weapon damage. Devastate was fantastic. It's actually so powerful that dual-wield Devastate immediately got nerfed. Because people, once we had an attack that used our weapon, once we got an attack that used our weapon, we just got 2 really slow weapons and hit Devastate, and they're like, okay. It's main hand only now. Stop. Cease this behavior. You would still use Shield Slam because it did more damage. So once you had 5 Sunders up, then you would put Shield Slam back in the rotation. Because you had duration on Sunder, right? So you didn't have to hit Devastate once Sunder was stacked. I didn't tank with Devastate much. I only was deep prot for 2 weeks while both our main tanks were on vacation. And I got the only expertise mace that ever dropped for our guild, which was really funny. The week I was off tanking was the 1 week that we got the only one we got for tanks, which was cute. But I really enjoyed it. It was really nice to play. It made sense with all my buttons. Devastate up to 5 Sunders. Shield Slam. Go back to Devastate. Alternate between Devastate and Shield Slam. And then I went back to being a Fury and didn't have it anymore, which sucked, but whatever. I still tanked just fine with a Fury Prot. And in SSC too, even. Like I finished bosses as Fury Prot once or twice. It was only a couple times that it happened, but like if I was off tanking on, who was that? The one in Serpent Shrine. The one serpent lady, not Vash, the one before that. I want to say Princess? Or whatever. Tide Empress? Something like that. She had like some royalty name, I think. But she had 4 ads in her fight. And it just happened that the tank ate it once, and I just like took over. My ad plus the... We finished my ad first, but like it was... We killed it, thankfully. But like... It was Fury Prot when that happened, and we managed to do it. And then Tidewalker also. We just had shit go wrong with Murlocs on Tidewalker once, and a tank ate it. And then I just did it. Because I was supposed to pick up the Murlocs. But then the tank went down, so I just picked up everything and shield walled. And then I got threatened the boss. Then they BR'd the other tank, and they just switched them to Murlocs, and then I stayed on Tidewalker. I don't think Classic is made for warriors to have fun. Paladins are getting Crusader Strike. So Paladins will actually be able to have fun for a change. Crusader Strike is like Mortal Strike. Not with the debuff, but it's just you press it. It's a weapon hit plus holy damage. It's on a cooldown, costs mana. If they get Crusader Strike, Paladin's probably immediately going to be just fine. Because it was... Okay, so here's a thing that you might not be aware of. We did have Burning Crusade talents in Vanilla WoW for a month or two, right before Burning Crusade launched. The 2.0 talents came out before Burning Crusade did. So some people respect to get the 41-point talent and used it in Raid. So Paladins were running around with Crusader Strike in Vanilla WoW. Warriors did have Devastate in Vanilla WoW for a short period of time. These things actually happened. And everyone was having a great time. Nothing seemed too powerful or ridiculous. Everyone was just having a good time. Okay, you sit down. You sit down. You get polymorphed. You go buy me Arby's. I just mana gem here. That's one of the things where it's like, when I think about the things they're adding, and when people are like, oh, it's gonna ruin the game, like, people are afraid, which is valid. We've been here before once. Oh, he didn't aggro. They didn't aggro? They didn't aggro. I mean, you could always be... You could always be arms prot. People might not like that in hardcore, but you could actually tank like that. Hell, it might even be good for survivability. Because you get the parry talent. I just tried to open warrior talents on the wrong character. Pretend I didn't do that. But... Defiance is only 15 points down in prot. So you get Defiance, and then go Mortal Strike. This is like a level 55 thing, right? Or 56? But you could technically tank as arms. It's an off-tank spec the same way Fury Prot is. But it's definitely sufficient for dungeons. The difference is Shield Slam is 20 rage, whereas Mortal Strike and Bloodthirst are 30. So the rage income is a thing. But it's, like, I've done it. I liked Fury Prot better than Arms Prot, but, like, it's an off-tank spec, you can do it. People might complain, but then, like, when you do the dungeon, people get over it. People told me I couldn't tank Fury Prot in BC. Oh, dude, it's BC. Fury Prot's dead, lol. You can't do that anymore. Meanwhile, I did all of Karazhan as Fury Prot. Like, just... People just read the headline and stop thinking, and it makes me a little mad. People could be having a better time, and they get in their own way. It drives me freaking crazy. Who's this guy? We're gonna add this guy to the poll. Who's this dude over here? I have it on video, even, in my clips from 2021. You, down. You. Oh, shit. You didn't go down. Here, you start fleeing. You, perish. You, get shot in the back. Are you still sober and bored, by the way? If you're, like, Mortal Strike off-tanking? You just Mortal Strike with a one-hander instead of a two-hander. You need the shield. I don't know how familiar you are with it, but... Well, yeah, you need the shield. Against bosses. Depending upon how geared people are, you can get away with, You might be able to get away with two-hand tanking. Depending on, like, gear. Kitty, why do you frighten me like this? Tanking ST with a two-hander? Yeah, you can get away with it. It really depends on just what your healer can handle. That's a big part of it. I think the main thing, though, I want to shield for is so I can shield bash. Oh, I need mana here. Need one more mana tick. Yeah, it's a lot of words, but in summary, you have a shitload of cool options. And lots of things can work depending on your group comp, gear, things like that. Like, that's one of the things I like about Warriors. All their specs work. You know, Mages is kind of the same way. It's just Arcane Missiles is a bad spell. Priest? I don't know what the fuck they do. But I'm having fun playing one. You right. forgot to... Oh, this one got in a weird position. Okay. We'll let that sit for a second. Maybe 3/4 of a second. Okay, this is a cock situation. Man, Death Knight's the one thing I really missed from Wrath. I really wanted to do Death Knight. But it just didn't happen. I thought about going back for it, but not with the way the player culture is. I'm like, nah, I don't want to put up with that just to do Death Knight. I have to be chronically online for the first 2 weeks to get all of your reps before people stop running groups. No thanks. Like, I have enough old school gamer in me to do that, but I have done it, so I don't want to do it again. Like, I thought about doing a 24-hour stream for Season of Discovery launch, but I have to work that day, and it launches on one of my friend's birthdays. So I'm like, I guess not. It's not meant to be. I gotta keep doing ridiculous video game things every once in a while, though, otherwise eventually I will become expired. And then I'm just like a React content YouTuber. I'm like, I can't do that. I gotta stay in shape. I have to actually be doing things. I have to actually play the game, not just be a commentator. It's like Tony Hawk, right? Tony Hawk was 50, and he's like, I'm gonna see if I can still do all these tricks at 50. They went and made a video series about it called 50 Tricks at 50. And it's like, it's pretty cool. He's a skateboarder. He's a professional skateboarder. And he really did a lot of things to advance skateboarding as a sport. And it's like, man, I could just sit and not do things, or I could be like Tony Hawk. And I could get in shape and play the game for a while. And that's how I'm feeling right now, to an extent. It's like, yeah, I can still do this. Let's go. That's what most people know him from. Is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Yeah, I liked skateboarding. I was into skateboarding a little bit when I was like in school as a kid. But I never was able to get my own board. Like my parents were not really into that, and plus good boards were expensive. So I used my friend's gear, and it was fun. I could do a few tricks and things like that, but since I never had my own board and I was like too young to get a job, like I never really got to like pursue that as like an athletic thing that I do. So then later on, I bought sword fighting gear. I bought shinais and fencing helmets and padded gambesons and things like that, and learned to fight European longsword instead. It's a weird pivot from skateboarding to French tournament longsword, but whatever. And then I got into doing like bicycling instead, like urban cycling. Not mountain biking. I'm not into that, but just like going around town, on the roads and stuff like that. Pick a place that was pretty far, bicycle there, get donuts or something, bicycle back. That kind of thing. And then I moved to a place that's not good for bicycling because the roads are absolutely terrible out here and there's no bike lanes. So I don't do that anymore. So I got back into playing DDR instead. Yeah, I get anxious when I don't do a like a type of project for too long. Because I've watched a lot of my friends become boring and kind of like chronically unhappy people. And I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure I keep doing stuff. So video game speedrunning, doing this World of Warcraft live streaming thing makes me work. I gotta learn the tech. I've gotta do the production stuff, in addition to playing the video game, scheduling. I made my first short form videos before I did this. And normally I don't do that type of content, but that was fun to learn. There's too much cool shit to do. Even within like one hobby, there's like too much cool shit to do. Like I always have something going on. Writing books, painting Warhammer miniatures, you know, video game speedrunning, world record attempts, esports commentary, like I've had a lot of like wacky things that I do. And this is just one another like sequence of like cool things. Like what if I play the game without dying? That's the project. The next project is just, you know, hey, let's check out what the new changes are to the old game. After that, I don't fucking know. I think next year it's going to be more tabletop RPG stuff. I have books to get printed and sell. There's no like cool info about that yet. It's all next year. Once I actually get prints made. The worst part about like starting a business is there's like nothing, there's a lot of things going on, but there's nothing to actually talk about until you actually have a product you can literally tell people that they can buy. It's like video game speedrunning. It's like, it's cool, but like my friends didn't really give a shit until like they found out I had a world record, and they're like, what? You have a world record? I'm like, yeah. I have 2, actually. They're like, what the hell? So in WoW Classic, it's like, in the hardcore, I've got to get a 60. Like, it's like, did I complete the challenge? And I'd like to be able to be like, oh yeah, I had 360s. Just casually 360s. Challenges surviving Nax? No, I don't trust other people enough for that. If I could somehow 40 box and had several cybernetic arms, maybe. But I'm not interested in doing hardcore raiding. One asshole has a bad day and doesn't get ash candy, wipes the raid. No fucking thanks. Like, when guild drama involving other people can end your character, nope. Okay, that's gotta be bussed off to the auction house. Alright, do I do one more stack of Waste Wander pouches? I think that, maybe that'll be my... I don't know. I did 20. Maybe I just get the 5 and call it. That'll work tomorrow. Why did it target that one? I had to put stop casting in Fire and Frost Ward. Okay, now I do want to target that one. Okay, there we go. Change the positioning a little. This was a great idea. I'm like, man, I want something kind of like low impact to do after work. I don't want to go on a quest chain and shit. Just wanted to sit here and eat a slice of cake and play WoW, and it worked out perfectly. The only thing that could make it better is if I get a BOE blue that a character I play can use. BOE purple? Nah. All the BOE purples, like, suck. Like, at this level. They didn't understand itemization. All the epics that I've found in the world have been in, like, Hinterlands and Silithus. Never gotten one in Tanaris. Okay, this is a fresh ice barrier, so even though this resisted the Nova, I'm fine. And then it got frostbitten. Okay, the gouge is bad, but they're all slowed. Waiting on Frost Nova. Wait, Gut Ripper? Isn't it Gut Gore Ripper? Am I remembering it wrong? Am I thinking of a different weapon? There's a lot of items in this game. I don't remember all of them. Now, realistically, if I got a purple, I'd sell it. That's why I'm like not as interested in it. I would use a blue. I'd sell a purple because I need mount money. And for possibly more than one character. I'd get way more mileage out of selling it than using it. But the blues aren't worth nearly as much. Right, one of those evade bugs. So that's not worth. There are one outside. There is 3 here. Okay. 1, 2, 3 in a line. Yeah, that one bugs. Huh? Why didn't you slow? Hey, get back here, you shit! Don't walk away from me. Still haven't really gotten the spawn pattern of this place. Alright, it's 5:30. Alright, so we need 3 pouches and then I'm gonna get out of here. The time it takes me to get back to town, manage trade skills, and log out, it will probably be close to 5:45. Oh, there's Caliph. Fantastic. Here, let me get a stamina buff. I was walking back the other way? Ooh, that's even better. I can add this to the pole. And that one took damage, but it didn't, okay. Lots of positioning errors in that one. We wait. Oh, it didn't reach.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't...
Freeze you. Good habit. Two more pouches. Another pole here. Or 2. It'll probably be a short stream tomorrow if I stream tomorrow. Short to me means like less than 5 hours. It's like I planned 3, but it ends up being 5. Because I'm bad at time management. Are you really just gonna walk over here? Okay, fine. We'll start this poll early. We'll do this. We'll do this. Bring all of them over to this lady. Look what you did. This is all your fault. Okay. A mana pot on this one because those 2 polymorphs really screwed up the pace on this. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here with what we have. So I might not get... What's a good way to phrase it? All of the goblin factions have spillover reputation with each other in the same way that the Horde and Alliance factions do. Like, if you look at your reputation sheet, right? The Steamwheel Cartel, for every 10 points of reputation you gain with Booty Bay, you also get 1 point with Everlook, Gadgetzin, and Ratchet. And it works that way in every direction. So as you do quests in each area, you get spillover reputation to the other goblin factions within the Steamwheel Cartel. This works the same way with the Alliance, or Horde faction. If you get 250 reputation with Stormwind, you get 25 reputation each with Ironforge, Gnome, and Darnassus. If you are playing in a rule set that has access to Alterac Valley, where you get tons of Ironforge reputation, it's really easy to get your reputation maxed out with all of the factions if you just play a crap load of Alterac Valley.
Yo!
I can't catch that yet.
Glad I could help.
Oh, don't log out. I want to give you int. Oh, you just came here for cooking. Okay. They just logged in, it looks like. Here, you can also have int. Ooh, I got fort. Nice. Oh, you have the 15? Can I give you the 22? Give you the 22. This is dumb. I'm just gonna Evo.
I'm out of range.
Gonna Evo, give everybody int. No, not yours, the other one. Where'd the mage go? They just like fully left. I had to give them int. Oh well. I guess they lose. Wait, no, they're right there. Or have the 22. What are you? You're a priest. With a mount. Who's riding away from me. Oh, they had int already. Okay. I just can't buff enough people.
Yo! Keep it real! What's up? Hurry back! Yo! Glad I could help! Talk to me!
I mean, this gives a little bit of, like, a tiny bit of experience, too.
Time is money, friend! Keep it real! What's up? Glad I could help!
Yeah, I might do another round of, Waste Wander tomorrow.
how you doing?
I'm gonna go here.
Be good.
I'm just saving up waters in advance for the priest. For when they get to 35. Because if they get there, they're gonna need a bunch of waters. And if I get a whole bunch from this, for free, might as well. Ah yes, the hunter named Pain Shooter and his pet, Death Screech. Watch a lot of Naruto there, buddy?
What's up? Have a good one.
Okay, I just need to vend these. And after I vend these, it'll be fine.
Talk to me. Keep it real.
Okay. What does this thing do? What? Is this not a quest that I click? Do I just go there and kill hippogriffs until I get the wacky egg?
Very good.
Have I just been doing it wrong the whole time? Okay, so I just need to go and get the hippogriff egg. Alright.
Hey, how you doing?
That's not a today thing. That's a different day thing. Wheel us off to Maywicks. Bank the not the money. Bank the cloth. Keep that for tomorrow.
Right back.
Is there a seasonings person here for cooking? Mystery stew. What do I need? I need skin of dwarven stout. I doubt they have that here.
Time is money, friend. Glad I could help. Ah, potential customer.
Yeah, they don't have that here.
Be good.
Yeah, that one takes a beer instead of a seasoning. And I'm not seeing a food and drink vendor, but I mean, there's got to be one here somewhere, right? Be weird if there wasn't. Armor, gun.
Oh, do I have a
Oh,
deal
not
for
you.
you?
Your tailoring supplies. Your alchemy.
I got the best deals anywhere. Keep it real.
Your scarab shells, right?
Keep it real.
Oh, Thistle Shrub Valley. Okay.
Glad I could help.
Your logic is correct.
Hi, how are you? Honored, I'm sure. Very well then.
Okay, so we need to find the hippogriff egg.
Time is money.
You're just an engineer. Stable master. Is there really no food and drink vendor? It's just the dude here.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. All right. So
Have a good one.
it's I'll have to do that in like a town somewhere. I still have I can hearth back to here. Yeah, I'll go take that care of that now. So I have more stamina buffs. I can do that at the inn. I can rebuy my portal rune while I'm here. For anyone else that shows up that wants to whatever.
Would you like to purchase something? Be seeing you.
I like carrying 10 and 10, but it's not like economical yet. Oh, they did a jump and a spin. This guy about to have a quest? What?
Off with you.
Okay. Open up the cooking. I'm leveled past it, but I'm still getting the drops, so let's go. No, I'm gonna hearth so that my hearth cooldown ticks while I'm offline. What I gotta do. I need to remember to use my scrolls tomorrow. Is there anyone else here who needs int before I leave? I don't know, a couple warriors who maybe need some weapon skill. Nope, not that button. Oh well. Alright, that's it for me. I'm out of here.